Hey, my name is Davie. I'm from a band called Vanna, and you're tuned in to Pop Deflators.
My eyes have seen no glory, so I rip them out today. 'Cause when was the last
What's up, guys? This is Ash with Pop Deflators. I'm here with Davie of Vanna. What's going on?
Nothing much, just here in rainy Texas today. Usually Texas is pretty hot, but today it seems to be a little rainy, which is nice because I can wear flannel and not sweat to death.
That's good. You guys are very high energy on stage.
Yes, we are.
All right, you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, I always tell people that, everything we base our entire lives around, our home life, everything we do is, if you think about it, it's based around like 30 minutes on stage. So we take full advantage of that 30 minutes and we just kind of try to go, as crazy as we can and, give kids their, money's worth, because a lot of these kids, they save up for a really long time to come to these shows.
Definitely.
And, we just want them leaving, feeling they had a really good time, and, because who knows, maybe they have some sort of like home issues or school issues or whatever, and this might be the only place they really can feel free. So for like, at least for our 30 minutes, we want everyone just to feel like, they're just free with no judgment. They can just kind of do and say whatever they want.
What's the craziest thing you've done on stage?
I'm gonna shout out my favorite venues ever. The Kingdom in Richmond, Virginia, RIP to them. They just closed down last year, but they had a big balcony that's like above the stage, and you have to be able to get onto it. You have to go backstage and go up 2 flights of stairs. We were playing, and I gave my microphone to our tour manager, and I ran up these flights of stairs, and then kids didn't see me coming, and I came over the balcony guardrail, and they threw me my microphone, and I finished the song from up there, and then I just jumped off, and this really awesome photographer from there, he snapped like a picture of me like mid-air, so he put it on the back of a t-shirt.
Oh, that's awesome.
They have it framed in like their offices and stuff, even though I got in a lot of trouble for it.
It was totally worth it.
So worth it. It's punk rock, you gotta break some rules sometimes. But that's probably my favorite thing I've ever gotten to do, is like climb up a very, very high thing. I was just like, I wasn't even gonna jump, and kids wanted it, so I just let it go, and dude snapped the pic of it, and it came out great. So not only was it the coolest thing, but like we have like proof that it happened.
Yeah. So was that like nerve-wracking to be up there?
I don't think when I play ever, I don't think about anything. I think that like almost every band guy will say the same thing, that nothing's going on in your head other than just playing.
You're just going.
So I just did it, It was like, the show was sold out, so it was like a sea of kids. So even if like kids didn't want to catch me, I was gonna land on it no matter what. There's actually, in the picture, it's funny, you can see me falling, and there's one kid, and he's looking up, and he looks terrified. And it's cool because like he comes to our shows, and he's like, oh, forever I'm like ingrained as like the scared kid in that picture forever. But yeah, it's funny.
All right, and you guys had an album come out last year.
Yeah, it's called Void.
You want to tell us about it?
I do. Void is probably the most personal, like aggressive,
Definitely.
most emotional record we've ever done. I wrote about a lot of issues in my life that I previously didn't think I was ready to talk about. And a lot of issues that my band didn't even know about, that I shared with them before we went and recorded while we were writing. And rehashing those issues and talking about all that stuff, I actually felt like I lost my mind a little bit while I was in the studio. My wife had to like fly out to the studio and like regulate me and like put me back in a better state of mind. But it's because I was getting all of these issues out finally, and because of that, I really feel like because of that album and because of sharing, my story and taking some of the guys' stories and writing into some of the stuff, I feel like it opened a lot of doors for me personally and in the band. Just when you share a little bit about yourself, it's nerve-wracking, but it's amazing what can happen. Other people can share with you, and because of that record, I feel like kids at shows have just opened up to us way more.
Definitely.
And I felt really connected a lot more. So it's my favorite record. I mean, I feel like every time you write a record, you go, "This is my favorite record. This is my favorite record." But we all like love this record so much, so we're now starting to write a new record, and we're like, man, I don't know.
I don't know if I can beat that.
I really like Void a lot. So and it's a really big compliment when like bands tell you like, dude, Void is like my favorite record of the year, and I'm like, that means so much to me when bands say that. So yeah, I just we're still touring on it. We're playing majority Void songs live. That seems to be the record that kids are really getting into.
Definitely.
So we're trying to focus on like those songs, and that's cool with us. It's awesome when kids come up to you and go, "Hey man, can I ask you if you're playing?" And you kind of like wince because you're afraid they're gonna say a song from like 6 years ago, and like, "Are you playing anything off Void?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, like everything." Like, "Oh sick." And I'm like, "Really?" really? Like, okay.
That's what you want?
Exactly.
Okay.
So like, yeah, we're blown away by the response ever since like Warped Tour. Mm-hmm. Like
Warped Tour like blew you up.
It just like we started playing that like record on Warped Tour, and then we did the Beartooth tour after that. Mm-hmm. And the first day we came out and we opened up with Void, and then we did like Toxic Pretender, which is the second track off that record. And we hit Void, and kids started going crazy, and then we hit Toxic Pretender. It's all screaming in the beginning, and as soon as we hit it, kids were just singing. I just like put the mic out and looked at the band and was like, what is happening? What is this?
Yeah.
So I just really think that, you know, it's just a true testament. If you put yourself out there, you know, yes, you run the risk of getting like judged, but you also, you know, it allows other people to open up themselves. So I'm glad the kids are feeling this record.
Definitely. And you just released a music video for Toxic Pretender.
Yeah, so I directed that as my first video.
Wow.
I co-directed Digging and Personal Cross with Rob Susi, but he did like everything. But then Toxic Pretender has such a big like response with kids, and we had one more video left that we wanted to do, and I was like, well, we were doing this run of shows at home in New England, so I was like, let's film a video. So I came up with the concept and I did it, and all the people in that video, those are literally just all like my homies from
What?
those are just all
I'm so sorry.
that's okay. Those are just all my homies from I live in Maine.
Yep.
So those are all my friends from Maine, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts and stuff, and came up, and yeah, we just kind of put it together, and it ended up being really cool. And the cool part about it is it starts that like those walking scenes.
Yeah.
I start at my friend's skate shop that he owns, and you know, that whole thing, we walk to the venue, and then all the venue clips are all of the like 4 shows that we played, all kind of spliced together. And then when I walk out of the venue, that's the last venue of the tour. So it's cool because it kind of like it wrapped like the entire like, you know, whole like little like run up. So, and a bunch of the bands like were on that run, like that band like Pacific and Heart to Heart and Brigades and Toot the Hero. They were all in that video too. So it's like all my friends, my wife was in that video, my dog's in the video.
The dog.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a really cool experience. I'm glad I got to direct it. People love it. I mean, it's
awesome.
It's already got so many views on YouTube, which is like, we were like blown away. So, you know, the response in general from this record is just like, it's kind of mind-blowing for us. So
Yeah.
we're really excited about it.
And after this, you're going out on the Hold On Pain Ends tour?
Yeah, so we've done, it's funny, we've done like a day of that tour, then all the Texas festivals. We did Never Say Never yesterday, and then we have a couple days off, so we're gonna go hit Austin and hang out. And then, yeah, we do the Hold On Pain Ends tour, so it's Color Morale, Slaves, Vanna, and Alive Like Me. And on Warped Tour, you know, we just became really close to Color Morale. We kind of knew them before that, but and Garrett was like, I want to take you on, we're going to do a headline in the spring on the new record, and we want to take your band out. And like, you hear that all the time, you know, you hear bands, you know, of course everyone wants to go with their friends, they want to take people all the time, you know, and there's business behind it, and I understand that. And, you know, Color Morale had stuck behind it the whole way and made sure that we were on the tour and saw it through. You know, me and Garrett have a big connection, you know, through dealing with like depression and suicide and stuff.
Yeah, your music's a lot alike.
Right, and you know, I feel like we both share a similar message, and we both work with Hope for the Day, that nonprofit. So it was really important for us to do this tour together.
Definitely.
You know, and it's like day one, we did one show, and it was like the most amazing thing ever, and just being with the guys again. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. We've done these festivals with them, but like we have like 6 weeks of just hanging out with the guys.
That's awesome.
We're so excited, yeah.
You got anything else coming up?
Yeah, last year was like full schedule touring and hitting Europe and everything. When we get home from that, we go to Alaska for 4 days, just by ourselves doing headliners out there. I'm really excited to go. I've never been to Alaska before, so I'm really excited. We're gonna go in May, so it's gonna be like beautiful, I guess.
Yeah.
And then we get home, we have a couple like little one-off things, and we're gonna be, we have a special little thing we're doing for the summer. We're not touring, but you'll be seeing things happening from us.
Okay.
And then we're gonna be writing a new record.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we're gonna hit the studio at the end of this year. Well, of course, there's gonna be a US tour in the fall, and then a European tour in the fall, winter time too. So nothing I can like talk about yet, but like we're gonna be very busy. And the thing we're gonna be doing this summer, it's gonna be a really cool thing. We're gonna have a little project we're working on. So, and then I myself, I'm gonna be flying out and speaking at some summer camps and some schools until the kids graduate, and then in the fall again, I'll be back out speaking at schools again. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Any last words for us?
If you're watching this out there, I just want to say that you should come to a show, not just a Vanna show, any band show. If you're into a band and you like their music while you're sitting at your home or in your car or in your headphones, come out to that show because it's all about sharing that moment with that band. So it makes our days, and hopefully it'll make your night. So.
Awesome. All right, Ash, pop question. Out here with Vanna. See you guys.